Here's part 15 of the Haunted Forest Tour. What? So remember Eddie? Yes, Eddie and that random guy he came face to face with. His name is Booth. Or we're calling him Booth at least. Now, the monsters did not attack Eddie or Booth. They just stayed at this random close perimeter. Excuse you. Eddie had managed to disarm Booth of all of his weapons. And Eddie held Booth by gunpoint, and he walked Booth out of the area of the collision. And all of these monsters, this horde of monsters, followed them close behind. Like so close Eddie could feel the breath on his neck, but they did not attack either of them. Eddie thought that was weird. And Booth is a loose-lipped man, so he let everything spill. Alright, buddy, you tell me everything. Why aren't these monsters attacking us? Hey, get back here. And Booth is just like, listen, sis, let me tell you a few things. So, HF Tours, that's my baby. I made HF Tours. And it's my pride and joy. But, I happen to made a little silly little deal with the devil, and he promised me, pretty much promised to make me the most powerful businessman in the world. Crazy, right? Well, so that's where we came up with the idea of the Haunted Forest Tour. And, in order for me to remain the most powerful businessman in the world, I have to sacrifice 60 people every year to the devil, pretty much. That's where the monsters come from, is to enhance the death toll per sacrifice realm. So, just a little funny little thing there. The crash between the trams was not an accident. It was a planned occurrence by myself. Yeah, that was my idea. It was not the company's fault because I was behind the whole thing. And, you can't really hold me accountable for that because I kind of have to. Otherwise, I would be eaten and devoured if I didn't hold up my side of the bargain. Also, yeah, all of your friends are probably going to die in there because they're going to be sacrificed because I got to remain the most powerful, richest, wealthiest, most attractive businessman in all of the world. And Eddie's just like, what? I beg your sweetest, sourest, savoriest pardon. So literally, the reason that the tram crashed was to give a reason to put all of these people in the middle of the forest in order to be taken apart of. Now, since Booth is the dealer with the devil, he gets immunity from all the monsters because he's the one that made the wish. He's the one that put his soul on the line for the better part of the world. So back to Lee. The proof demon annoyingly kept badgering Lee, like, oh, we can give you your youth back. We can give you your youth back. I know you want to be with a lady again. And the sweet, sweet succulence of, they're kissing. Lee actually thought about it. He took a moment and he's like, you know what? Yeah, that little boy didn't stand a chance anyway. Cheers, mate. Nah, psych! And Lee heroically turned and he stabbed the proof demon. The proof demon fought Lee, and it was whoopsh, a whoopsh. Lee won, of course. The proof demon died. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. You already had too many treats. Don't head boop me, you adorable little thing. The proof demon died. Lee was set free. Huzzah! World War II vet conquered yet again. He's never too old to kill something. So now we come back to Pestilence and Christopher. Pestilence continued to annoy Christopher, like, ooh, you're gonna be a sacrifice. You're gonna be a sacrifice. And Christopher's just, shut up! No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And Pestilence was getting really annoyed with the repetitive responses, and he's just like, you're so boring right now. You're not playing my game. You know what? How would you feel if I went to go get your mother so she can play with me? I bet she would like that, yeah? Yeah?
No, fuck you. Don't touch my mother. Don't you touch my mother.
I'm gonna touch your mom.
Don't touch my mom. I hate you.
That's too damn bad because, oh, whoopsh. I just summoned the eagle to come back, pick you up, and take you back to your group for some reason. So Christopher is being delivered, hand-delivered, or claw-delivered, to the group of Tommy, Mindy, I think it's just those, unless Tina somehow miraculously survived. Oh, wait, no, they're the tour lady. So Eddie and Booth made it to the edge of the forest, and the military stood in a line right outside the line of trees. And as Eddie and Booth were nearing freedom, the military were pointing all their weapons at Eddie, and they're like, "Drop the gun! Drop the gun, or we'll fire!" And he's like, "Yo, dogs, if I drop the only thing protecting me, these monsters will get me. Do you not see the line of literal monsters surrounding us coming to the edge of the forest?" And Eddie and Booth got closer and closer, and they're like, "Yo, give us the CEO, give us Mr. Booth, and stay right there." And he's like, "Yo, if I literally let go of this man, I will be mauled to death by..." You see all that? I think there's an ogre in there. Pretty sure that's a chupacabra that's following really close behind me. I'm not going to let him go. And, you know, in the book, you think that this is going to be the end of Eddie because they were pretty serious. The military was pretty mad about this. But then the military opened fire and destroyed all of the monsters, creeping up behind all of them. And Eddie was taken into custody, and Booth was separated, and Mark and Hannah came out with their own POV, their own personal vehicle. And they loaded Booth up, and they took off. Booth was freaking out because he's like, "It's literally a part of my soul contract that I do not leave the forest. I cannot leave right now. You have to take me back." And Mark and Hannah are like, "No, sis. No, sis, we're going to get you away from here. We're just going to turn around. We're going to go back to the office to, like, figure all this out." But as they were pulling away and speeding away from the line of trees, the forest began to grow. More trees were popping up left and right. And Booth was freaking out because he's like, "This is the curse. I can't leave the forest because this is going to happen. Now we're screwed. You ruined everything."